Hey guys, and welcome to this mini coaching with Kerry tutorial. Today's topic is going to be weight loss versus fat loss. And what I'm going to try and do in this session is clear up one of the biggest mistakes that I see people do when they're trying to get into shape. So when most people say they want to lose weight, what they actually mean is that they want to look leaner. But weight loss is just a number on the scales. And here's the problem. The scales do not care what it is that you lose. You could lose fat, which would be great, but you could also lose muscle, and you could also lose water. And now we hold on to water in more ways than you will realize, through stress, your sleep, alcohol, how much salt we've had in our foods. But I'm not going to go into that now. That's one for another time. But the point being that you could lose any one of these three things: fat, muscle, or water. And if you went onto an aggressive diet, you're usually going to lose all three. And what you'll see by doing that is a sharp decrease in the scales, and it will happen fast. But people that do that usually feel weaker, they'll feel softer, and they will hit a plateau when they get to the bottom here. Now, if we consider fat loss, on the other hand, now fat loss is actually what most people want when they say they want to lose weight. Because fat loss means actually reducing the amount of body fat we're holding on to whilst keeping hold of our muscles. And as a coach, protecting our muscles, to me, is an absolute non-negotiable, because our muscles are so important to us, especially as women. As we move through the different hormonal changes that we're all going through, protecting our bodies should be the utmost importance. And muscle keeps our metabolisms high. It's going to keep your body firm, and it will keep that fat off long term. Now, if we think about these two visually, weight loss will make you smaller. But fat loss changes will actually change your shape. Now, I hear you asking, but how do I go about doing fat loss? Well, you can do this with three simple things. So you can do this by eating in a sensible deficit, nothing extreme. You can do this by strength training 2 or 3 times a week, and simply increasing your steps, increasing the amount of energy that you are burning. If you focus on these three things, it can lead to you having a smaller waist, you're going to have better definition, and your clothes will fit better. But it might mean that the scales barely move in comparison. But the most important thing is that it has to be sustainable. So when considering losing weight, losing fat, it needs to be sustainable. I would never want clients to chase a fast decrease in the scales, and you shouldn't either, because it's likely that if we lose weight quickly, it will come back just as quickly. Whereas if we're sustainable and focus on these three things, in theory, the fat will stay off. So to wrap up, if you're measuring your progress on the scales, you really need to be thinking about the bigger picture. The goal shouldn't be just to weigh less, but it should be to build a body that looks better, feels better, and is easier to maintain. So I really hope that this has been useful for you, and have a go at changing your mindset and thinking about your approach with these three things in approaching your fat loss journey. So like I say, I really hope that short snippet has been helpful for you, and look out for more topics in the future. Thanks guys.